My name is Rykka Rieder. I'm a musician, and I'm the system operator of the Olympus Mons Parallels Mars mission. Growing up, my family and I would spend our summers on Galiano Island, just off the west coast of Canada. We'd run around in the forest, barefoot. We would swim in the ocean and jump off the dock where my grandfather had his boat. And after dinner every night, we would sit around the fire on these massive wood chairs and we would stare up at the stars. We would tell ghost stories, talk about outer space, and everything that was on our minds. I was a crazy child. I had anger attacks, I was hyperactive, and I just remember that was the time when I felt the most creative, the most focused, and the most relaxed. This feeling of being a small part of something much bigger, looking at the stars and knowing that we are just a small part of it, it brought me such a sense of wonder. I always had it in my mind that one day I would go there, into space, away from Earth. Literally my whole life, I've had this crazy dream where I'm floating in space. I can see Earth getting smaller and smaller, and then when I can't see it anymore, I wake up. When I say it, it sounds like a nightmare. But the feeling, it's more like a calm feeling, calmness. I started writing songs when I was 16, and a bit later started performing music as a busker at a farmer's market in Vancouver, Canada. Just me and my guitar. After music school, I moved to Toronto to pursue my music career. That choice opened up a whole new music scene with a whole lot of inspiring musicians. After a few years, I moved to Europe and went back and forth from there to Canada for a really long time. I was always on tour. And throughout all my moving around, I've always been inspired to write songs, and it always changes. So I can't really see it being different on this journey and on Mars. I know my music will change a lot. The journey will affect the sound and the topics like nothing ever has before. I learned that the application was open for this mission when I was at Eurovision in Stockholm in 2016. It was a highlight backstage. Everyone was asking each other if they were going to apply. I couldn't process it right away, but when I got home from Sweden, I Googled it a lot, and I found a video of Yassina talking about the mission. I realized a lot of our ideals aligned, and the mission values and goals really resonated with me. I really struggled to even apply for this mission because I love Earth. I love animals and nature and my family. But then I thought about this feeling that I've had when I was looking up at the stars when I was a child. And this decision about whether I should apply to leave or not really sparked it back up again. And I couldn't sleep anymore. I was just thinking about it. Ultimately, I decided no, I can't leave. But then after that, I felt so much worse. So I started talking about it more with my friends and family. It took a lot of time. And it should. It's such a crazy, life-changing decision. And in the end, I applied. I got accepted. I went through the training, and here I am. Astronaut training was really intense. I didn't think I was going to make it. We had so many overnight cramming sessions, so much studying, and I tried and I failed a lot. But somehow over the years, everything I had to learn stayed inside me. And it really helped that I was surrounded by really patient people who showed me a lot of love and support. It's really crazy to see myself and all of us grow so much. The crew is my family now, and I would have not been able to complete the training if they weren't so amazing. I'm so excited to see who we'll all become. I see the role of an artist in society as someone who can heal others' wounds as they heal their own. Songwriting is my therapist, and my therapist is also my therapist. But when I write a song, usually I play guitar or sing to a track that someone sent me, maybe a producer, or maybe I make it myself. I let myself be free to make sounds, make any melody. When I do this, I can feel my subconscious come out, and I record it. And then when I listen back, I try to figure out what I was trying to say. I can usually make sense of the words, and 9 times out of 10, it tells me a secret about how I'm feeling. Writing songs like this helps me to process my emotions in my own way, and when I do that, I can work through my emotions, and I can grow. Something similar happens when I experience a work of art that really touches me. I learn a lot about myself through the art of others. A lot of times, they're unexpected feelings, feelings I didn't even know were there. I believe that honesty is very important for the future of society. For me, that starts with honesty inside of ourselves. I'm working on it, and I'm always learning, and it's not easy. And it takes a lot of work and a long time to rewire. But I think it's really important to be honest with ourselves and have the courage to challenge what we believe, what we tell ourselves, and ask, why do I think this, or why do I feel this way? And follow that question as far down inside ourselves as we can, and just observe it there. Just be with it, and be kind and patient to ourselves in that space. And once we are honest with ourselves, we can also be honest with others. I want us to break cycles of pain for generations in the future. I believe this is possible on Mars because of where we come from and where we're going as we work together to bring life to a dead planet. What are my biggest fears? Probably suffocating, burning, and freezing at the same time in the vacuum of space. There are endless fears in space for me, but my hopes are to help build this new world on Mars, where we can make it whatever we want it to be.